Caitriona and Sam finally open up about their kiss and intimacy, behind the scenes of the Outlander. In a historic London cinema, a special screening of the final episode of Outlander is taking place. After more than a decade together, this is the first and last time Sam Heughan and Caitriona Balfe will stand together as Jamie and Claire Fraser. The fans are packed. There are loud cheers as the pair take the stage. They are all smiling, but their eyes are filled with nostalgia. After the screening, a special talk is held on stage, just the two of them, Sam and Caitriona. And that's when they decide to do something they've been avoiding for more than a decade: talk openly about their kisses and intimacy, both on and off screen. When it started, the first time I saw Sam was during the audition, Caitriona begins, a mischievous glint in her eye. He walked in, he smiled, and I thought, oh my gosh, this is going to be my Jamie Fraser. The audience laughed, and Sam blushed and laughed along. The audition required us to do a very intimate scene. And we had to kiss for 10 minutes. No joke, Sam said, turning to Caitriona. And it was one of the most special kisses I've ever had in my life. There was thunderous applause. We weren't acting, Caitriona added. I honestly forgot how many people were standing around me. I just felt, Sam, and I just let it happen. Kisses were not just acting. Over the course of 7 seasons, hundreds of kisses and intimate scenes were filmed. But according to both, not every scene was simply acting. There was a time when the director said, cut, but we didn't stop right away, Sam admitted, silencing the room for a few seconds. I guess because we didn't want to. Caitriona chuckled. Sam was always the first person to ask me whenever there was a sensitive scene, are you okay? He always made me feel safe, respected. And at some point, I stopped seeing those scenes as acting. They became a real part of my memories. Sam nodded slightly, his eyes softening towards his co-star. Kat and I used to say, we won't fall in love in real life, to stay friends forever. But sometimes, the heart has its own reasons. And those kisses were words we couldn't say with our mouths. Chicken wings and secrets, the two talked about the behind the scenes of their love scenes. Once, after an emotional scene, they sat in the dressing room, silent for minutes. Caitriona burst into tears. Sam held her, saying nothing. That's when I knew I was in love, Caitriona confessed. But I was scared. I was married. I didn't dare face the truth. Sam admitted that same year 2018 he had written a handwritten letter to Caitriona, saying that if the circumstances were different, he would have asked for permission to truly love her. But I never sent it. I kept it, because I was afraid of ruining what we had. They exchanged glances, as if rereading the letter in their minds. Intimacy is more than physical, the interviewer asked. So, was there a relationship between you two off-screen? Caitriona was silent for a few seconds, then softly replied, it wasn't a relationship, like everyone thinks. We were never lovers, but we were intimate in a way that only lovers can understand. Sam continued, we held each other in the middle of the night, shared our dreams, told each other our fears. Sometimes intimacy isn't about who you sleep with, it's about letting them see the real you. Parting up, kisses that don't say goodbye. In 2020, Caitriona got married. Sam attended, sitting in the back row. He recounted, I watched her walk down the aisle. And in that moment, I knew I would love her forever, but I wouldn't keep her. Caitriona said she searched Sam's eyes for something, but couldn't find it. You're so good at hiding your emotions, she gently scolded. You hide them because if you say them, I won't be able to go on, Sam replied. The audience was silent. And finally, they kissed. As a sincere word, the conversation ended. The host left the stage, leaving Sam and Caitriona standing in the spotlight. Sam suddenly turned to her. "Cat, do you remember our first kiss? How could I forget? I always thought, if there was a last kiss, not for the character, not for the audience, but for you and me, it should be now." Caitriona was taken aback. Then she smiled, nodding slightly. In front of hundreds of spectators, under the final lights of the movie screening, they walked closer to each other. No dialogue, no director, no camera, just two people, who had loved each other in silence, now kissing like the first time, but also maybe the last time. Love doesn't necessarily have an end. That conversation was called the most honest moment Hollywood has ever had, by the media around the world. No scandal, no script, just a late love, but as beautiful as an old love song. Sam and Caitriona left the stage to a standing ovation. They didn't hold hands, but everyone knew, they had just shared the truth behind those kisses. A truth that didn't need to be called lovers, just called, we were in love, deeply and truly. Quote,